Hello again. So today I'm in a Lexus IS250. It's a 2010 model. Now, most people who are after a sporty compact saloon car always choose the BMW 3 Series or the Audi A4 or the Mercedes C-Class. They seem to be the big three. Most people overlook the Lexus, which does mean that it's a bit of a rare sight on the roads. So this has a 2.5 litre V6 petrol and it's rear-wheel drive, so on paper at least, you'd think it would compete with the BMW 3 Series as a driver's car. Well, sadly, it's not quite as good as the 3 Series to drive. It produces 204 horsepower, which never feels like enough. In the US, they do a 3.5 litre V6 with optional all-wheel drive, which produces another 100 horsepower, but they don't offer that to the UK. Which is a shame, because if you could buy the 3.5 litre, I think it would be a very good car. Here in the UK, we only got the 2.5 litre petrol that I'm in today, or the 2.2 litre turbo diesel, which was only available in manual. Now, the car I'm in today is a 6-speed automatic, but they did do it as a 6-speed manual, but the gear changes are a little bit clunky. So this Lexus came out in 2005 to replace the old IS200 or IS300, but it's nowhere near as much as a driver's car as the old model was. Now, all this makes it sound like it's bad to drive, which it really isn't. The steering's very good. It's a little bit on the light side, but generally it does feel quite sporty and quite responsive. I think the V6 really sounds good too. So if I turn off the traction control, press the power button. Now, this is actually my mum's car, so I'm fairly confident those buttons have never been pressed.
I'm in my mum's car. Broom, broom. Get out of my car! Aww.
Let's see if it makes any difference. It does sound really good, actually. Yeah, unfortunately the gearbox is a little bit slow to respond. It's not as quick as a DSG or, a twin clutch gearbox. They did offer it with flappy paddles on the steering wheel, but this one hasn't got it. The brakes are good. One thing to mention, the quality of the interior is excellent. Everything you touch feels well made, like they've used the best rather than the cheapest. The seats are really comfortable. The leather is really soft. It's way more comfortable than any of its rivals, actually. The leather in BMWs particularly is stiff and firm and unforgiving, whereas this feels sumptuous. It's really well soundproofed as well. You hardly get any wind noise or road noise. No, it's a very good car, this. It's a pleasure to drive. You also get loads of extras as standard. You get sat-nav, reverse camera, heated and cooled seats. The sound system is excellent. You get power fold mirrors, keyless entry, so you can keep the keys in your pocket. You get Bluetooth, USB. Now, in terms of reliability, that's when this car really comes into its own. I've had dozens of these models, and I've never had any issues at all. Actually, that's not true. I had an 07 one once that had a knocking noise coming from the top end, which turned out to be some issue with the variable valve timing, which, after researching it on the internet, was quite a common problem. And I think Lexus North America did it as like a recall, but Lexus UK didn't want to know. But that was an 07 model. And then in 2009, they changed the VVT system, so if you are looking for one, try and get an 09 onwards, and then you won't have that issue. It was slightly facelifted in 2008 and 2009, so you get indicators on the wing mirrors, you get different headlamps, different rear lights. It just looks a bit more impressive and sportier. a bit more modern. It is a very stylish looking car, this. I think the fact it's in that pearlescent white with the black wheels just make it look quite youthful and sporty. And as long as you service them every 10,000 miles, you shouldn't have any issues. Here in the UK, you can take out an extra extended warranty through Lexus. So as long as it's up to 10 years old and up to 100,000 miles, Lexus will sell you a warranty, which covers pretty much everything. And that costs about 600 quid for a 2-year warranty, which is unlimited miles. In terms of miles per gallon, they're not the best, to be honest. You'll average maybe 22, 23 miles per gallon around town. But you should get mid to late 30s on the motorway. It just feels like a premium car, this. It feels like you're in something much bigger and better than just an IS or 3 Series sized car. When you're driving it, you could be in a much bigger, better car. And the suspension's not too firm either. With most 3 Series and A4s, the ride's just terrible. They have a chain-driven engine as well, so there's no timing belt to replace. So as long as you service them every 10,000 miles, you shouldn't have any problems. And it's like anything, if you're looking for one, just make sure it's got service history, preferably full Lexus. Some of the early ones as well suffered from leaking water pumps, so have a look under the bonnet and check that the water pump's not leaking. But apart from that, everyone I've ever had, and I've probably had a dozen of these things, they always drive as well as this one. Now, you can buy these for about £4,000, but for a nice facelift model with low miles like this one, you're looking at nearly double that. But you do get more car for your money than you do with BMW or Audi. And I think it looks great. I think it looks sporty. You get the twin exhausts, quite an aggressive front end. I think the proportions are pretty good actually too. And I think even people that aren't into cars will see this and know that it's a premium model. Now, for some reason they didn't do an estate like BMW or Audi or Mercedes did or do. You just got this one body type. In fact, in 2010 they did make a convertible which has got a folding metal roof, which with the roof down looks really good, I think, but with it up, as most folding metal roof cars do, it just looks horrendous. All the proportions are wrong. It just looks hideous. I think if only they did the 350 in the UK, then it would be almost perfect, and it would be a genuine 3 Series competitor. It's just effortless. Most people, when they're buying a used car, the number one worry is reliability, and with this you just haven't got that issue at all. Just make an excellent used buy. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, leave them below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, I've got plenty more videos on the way.